Hi everyone, I'm happy to see you in my documenting life. This is the second part, and this is the second day of my journey, documenting journey. Today, what I did and what I done and what I read. I want to talk about my trading journey and a little bit about being greedy and some insight of this book, The Psychology of Money. This is the book that I've been reading. Today I started, and I just want to start with this one. His name was Ronald Reed. There wasn't much else worth mentioning. His life was about as low key as they come. Reed fixed cars at the gas station for 25 years and swept the floors. And he bought a 2-bedroom house for $12 at age 38 and lived there for the rest of his life. He was widowed at age 50 and never remarried. A friend recalled that his main hobby was chopping firewood. Reed died in 2014, age 92, which is when the humble rural janitor made international headlines. 2,813.53 Americans died in 2014. Fewer than 4,000 of them had a net worth over $8 million when they passed away. Ronald Reed was one of them. In his, this does not need to read, where did he get all that money? It turned out there was no secret, and there was no lottery win and no inheritance. Reed saved that little he could and invested it in blue chip stocks. Then he waited for decades on end as tiny savings compounded into more than $8 million. That's it, from janitor to philanthropist. And also there was mentioned other guy who is the Foscon, David Command, the Foscon. The name is Foscon. So in the mid 20s, Foscon borrowed heavily to expand an 18,000 square foot home in Greenwich, Connecticut that had 11 bedrooms, 2 elevators, 2 pools, 7 garages, and cost more than $90,000 a month to maintain. Then the financial crisis hit. First, his Palm Beach house was foreclosed. In 2014, it was the Greenwich Mansion store. 5 months before, Ronald Reed left his fortune to charity. Richard Foscon home, where guests recalled the thrill of dining and dancing atop a see-through covering on the home's indoor swimming pool, was sold in foreclosure auction for 75% less than an insurance company figured it was worth. Ronald Reed was patient. Richard Foscon was greedy. Listen carefully. Ronald Reed was patient. Richard Foscon was greedy. That's all it took to eclipse the massive education and experience gap between the two. There's all about being greedy and being patient. And I think yesterday I heard one speech. I think it was a trader's speech. And the old man said, you cannot last forever like being with greedy. You need to stop. You need to stop it because we all know about trading. We all know about trading statistics. More than 90% of people failed in 1 year. And only 1% can become a successful millionaire trader. Only 1% because of patience and not being greedy. Today I learned one thing in my trading journey. And if I tell you, okay, I will tell you what happened today. I opened the buy. Yeah, I opened the buy first. I waited and I closed for like 5 or something kind of money. It was so less because that was like minimum lot I opened with minimum lot. You know what? Did I trade with big sizes before? Yes, I did. Was I profitable in my bigger sizes? Yeah, I was. I opened the full margin trading before. This is not my first year, But why I am opening a minimum 0.01 lot. That's it. That's all I opened. Even I was 100% sure to my strategies. I opened a minimum size. Like you know why? If I lost money right now, that's came from, you know why? That came from like greedy. I decided to stick to my plans, to my discipline, and not being greedy. And this is better than being broke all of your life. You need to check your strategy. You need to make sure that you have discipline enough. I opened the trade 2 times in the afternoon and I was blue, like I was I had a profit. But my third trade was actually floated loss. Like it was $3 in the loss, and my take profit was $5. If the trade wasn't in my side, I just lost $5, and I closed my deal by myself. And you know why? I take there a takeaway. Like if the trade wasn't make you feel better, and if that trade makes you nervous, close it. Just close it. That means you are not sure on your plan. You are not sure what you are doing. So what's the point if you are not? What's the point if you are not satisfying with your trade? What's the point if you are getting nervous? What's the point opening this trade? Just close it. Even you are there is floating loss. What's the point? You are trading because of you escape this 9 to 5 job. And this is that I said to myself, like, close it. Even next time, next candle works for you, just close it because you made their mistake. You wasn't sure, and like I opened a trade like for no reason, like because I said to myself there has to sell, and it worked. It worked some time, like some minutes, but then it started going forward, and I was like looking to chart again and again, like in seconds, in minutes, like, and then like I started getting nervous, and I made to myself like disciplined. Be disciplined. If this trade not working for you and you are getting nervous, just close it for no reason. Like just close. That's better for your nervous system. And you start learning. I said to myself, you start learning with these mistakes. Even there was the profit, you close your trade because you get nervous. You wasn't patient. Just close. This will be the lesson for you. Next time you open your orders, your positions with mind, with strategy, you open. So I close it. You know what happened? Like there was like a two-minded person in my head. Like if I look at 5-minute candlestick, there was sell position. If I looked at an hour trade, like if there was buy position, like two opposite side. And I wasn't sure about what should I do. Like I don't know. And I just closed it. And after a minute, after like 2 or 5 minutes, it worked. How? Not for my side. And I just be blessed. Oh my gosh, yes. Alhamdulillah, I closed my deal. Thanks God. I said to myself, and yeah, this was the lesson for me. And God gave me opportunity to not lose $2, extra $2. Yeah, I think it's less, but it's it has some value. It's not about money. It's about lot sizes. If I can make money with the minimum size money, if I can double or triple my balance, I can also work with discipline in the high sizes. This is why I am teaching myself being disciplined person, because I lost so much money because I was greedy. I was so greedy. And I'm saying to myself, don't be greedy. You lost everything you had, and you need to start with clean sheet. You need to remove all that black dots. You need to remove that all of your greediness. You need to grow. You want to be trader? You want to be that 1% trader? You want to be successful? You need to learn how to be patient. You need to learn how to remove this greediness. You need to learn, stick to your plans, stick to your discipline, strategy, and then money will come itself. You need to teach yourself first. Even you have bad behavior, you cannot last. This will not last. You love trading? Yes. So be respectful for your job, and you also will respect it. This is the thing I learned today. And if the trade makes you nervous, just remove this nerve and just close your trade and take a deep breath and close your screen and get out of here. Get out of here, because you make another mistake based on your emotions, based on your feelings. You might went crazy. Who knows? So just close the screen, get away, do something, learn, make salah, make istighfar, do all of these things. And if you want to open a trade, just remind yourself your other mistakes, other losses. As a super analogous trader, I tell you that I do 10 out of 10 analysis. Believe me, I was in the trade like 3 years, and one of my mentors said to me, like, your problem isn't being like has money, like has less money. Your problem is you have more knowledge. You have enough than more knowledge. This was my problem. Like, I do so good analysis in any currency, in any ETFs, I bet you. But because of my greedy, I wasn't still not profitable. I wasn't profitable yet because of my greedy, and this was bad habit, and I need to be disciplined. So this was highlights for today, and I keep reading this book, and see you tomorrow, inshallah. And thanks for watching.